Hey guys, thanks for tuning back in. We're just gearing up here real quick. We're gonna set up for Zulrah today. It's been a few weeks since we last went to Zulrah, and I was looking online. It seems like there's a way you can actually go with just a range setup. A Bofa and some crystal armor is supposed to be good enough to avoid you having to switch into mage gear. And I've never tried this before, so I thought today may be a good time. I don't have a teleport tab or whatever it is on me, so instead we're just going to go to our player-owned house. We will take our fairy ring, oops, and then we will hopefully get some kills at Zulrah. The fairy ring code is BJS. And you may see from time to time here, if I look to my left a little bit, it's because I've got the wiki page pulled up where they show you the 4 different Zulrah rotations. You guys may know that it's completely random each time you go to fight Zulrah and it spawns. You don't know which of the 4 rotations it's going to start off in. But whatever it is, you can figure out what all of its next moves are, like where it's going to pop up on the map, as long as you're looking at this wiki page, or if you've got a memory good enough to remember the 10 different sequences or so for each one. So anyway, let's get into this little rowboat. It's never a bad idea, right? Let's see if we can get some kills here. I do hope that my Bofa will be good enough to take down this guy, even when he's in, you know, any mode there. Like I said, it's supposed to work for the melee, it's supposed to work for the major, the range, so we will see. At least we should end up a bit less sweaty here if we don't have to do all the mage switching, so that'll be a good thing. Okay, so he's in Magma A1 is the formation they call it. So if you're looking at the wiki, this is going to be on the left-hand side. He should pop up as a melee right after this. But he's going to be in the center area. There it is. Awesome. Then right after this, I think he's going to pop up to the west. There we go. Oh. He switches his attacks here, so it's a little bit tricky. You don't really know exactly where to stand. Or I'm sorry, what to pray against, I should say. Pretty good so far. The Bofa does seem to be doing the trick here, overall. So when he pops up to the west again, I believe he's going to show up in his ranged form first, and then alternate attacks. So I've got to alternate my prayer here. I got a little bit out of sync there. It's okay though. I think I was supposed to run to the other side. Let me try to do that real quick. Oh, how could we forget our scrolls here? Let's pull him up, or them up. So right now, this is the end of his sequence, at least for the Magma A rotation, so we'll have to see what he pops up as next, but this is kind of like him resetting his pattern. So if you haven't killed him by this point, you kind of have to go through the whole process again and figure out which rotation is he now in. It seems like it's taken me a little bit longer here to take him down. When I fought Zulrah before, usually I can get him down at least by the end of his first rotation. Right now he's still got, I don't know, an eighth of his health left, so it's a little bit sketchier. Should be fine, because I'm all about a calmer fight. Like, we're still going to beat him, but it just seems like the kills will take a little bit longer when you're doing it this way. There we go. There's our first kill. Not too shabby. So we got some Zulrah teleports, so that's going to be a quick way for us to get back to Zulrah here. We also got 2 Runite ore, and then we got some Zulrah scales. So that's about 70, honestly it's closer to 100k if you're counting the teleports, so that's pretty cool. Now let's leave the shrine. We've actually got about half an inventory of food left, so I say we go right back in there and do it again. This time I'm going to use my range potions, which I forgot last time. We'll actually pull our scroll out. So now it looks like he's in the 3rd rotation, the Serpentine rotation. I believe the meleeer will come out next in the center. Nice. Looks like I was supposed to run to the other side here. We'll get more efficient as we go. I think we were just getting unlucky there. Sometimes he swaps between his mage and his range attacks. That time he kind of hit us with his range several times in a row, and it's a little bit unusual for him to do that, but we'll roll with the punches here. Hoping we get another kill here, but we might have to teleport out if it gets sketchy. We're about to use our last fish there, so it's not really an ideal situation. Let's get another scroll out, maybe he can help. pull it off. Boom. Awesome. We are well on our way to a pet. Let's telly out of here. I'm going to go straight to my house. We're going to fill up our prayer and our health again. And then we'll go get some more fish from the Grand Exchange. Well, really from the bank, but next to the Grand Exchange. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Hey guys, thanks for joining the chat. Get that pet. Yeah, it was pretty cool doing it with the crystal armor here. Definitely less stressful than having to find all of your, like the locations where you stand, depending on where Zulrah pops up, and then also having to switch your gear and all that at the same time. I think running with just the crystal armor set, the serpentine helm, and then the Bofa is definitely a more chill way to go about Zulrah, so I'm a fan. And a believer now. We got 2 kills out of 2 attempts, so doesn't get any better than that. The one thing that is critical to Zulrah, by the way, is I'm wearing this Ring of Suffering, which has a recoil option on it. You probably noticed that as I'm fighting the big snake, you've got these little green ones that spawn up once in a while, and they just go straight at me to attack me. That Ring of Recoil actually does some damage to them, so as soon as they connect with me, recoil, I guess the effect from the ring kicks in, and does some damage to them, killing them immediately. So instead of me having to like target each one and kill them individually, that Ring of Recoil does it automatically, so I can just worry about Zulrah. So if you don't have one, get one. Let's go back in. So he's starting off in melee form here. That means he's either in sequence A or sequence B. Magma sequence A or magma sequence B. I still can't tell which one he is in, but it looks like either way we need to run over to the other side, because wherever he spawns next we need to be on this side of the map. So it looks like he's in Magma B sequence. After this he's going to pop up as a mage again, and he's going to be south of us. This tile marker that I'm standing on is helpful in a few ways. When you're this close to the pillar and he's in his melee form and tries to swing his tail at you, he actually can't hit you right here. So I don't have to do anything except stand there, and I'm free to shoot at him, even though he can't technically see me. So that's kind of cool. Forget if I can stand here. I'm gonna take some poison damage here when he pops up as a melee, but it's okay. Could be worse. Then right after this, he's going to reset his rotation, so we're going to work our way back to the starting point, just in case he doesn't die here. Now he's in one of his magma rotations again, or at least he would have been. We made quick work of that. We got another 90k or so, we got some Zulrah scales, we got antidote potions, so good stuff. Guys, hopefully you're learning a thing or two here. If you wouldn't mind liking the video and following my channel, I'd greatly appreciate that. Let's go back out, we'll brace ourselves for another one. That one was pretty clean, I'd say. Again, even with just running the Bofa and the crystal armor set, that was a pretty chill fight. We made quick work of them, so sometimes you get those DPS hits and it just makes it easier and easier. Work our way over to the other side, because when he spawns next, we're going to have to be over here. And he is in Magma A rotation, so that's going to be on the left side of the wiki. Follow along with me. Synchronized Zulrah killing. Pop up in the middle now. We're going to hide behind our pillar again. Guys, we got a lot of folks in the chat today. Thanks so much for joining. Hopefully you're finding the video helpful. Let's run to the other side. He's going to do that thing where he switches between his range and magic attacks, so you'll see me alternating my prayer for each one of those. I'm trying to, at least. We are going to take some poison damage here again since we're trapped on the west side. When he pops up his melee and looks at us, that's when we run to our next tile. Then as soon as he turns, we run back to the first one. And somehow that causes him to miss us completely, so that's a good thing. Let's run back to the starting point again. He's about to reset, so we don't want to be on the wrong side of the map. Hey Claudia, thanks so much for joining. Apologies I didn't see you at first there. Appreciate you being here. How you doing today? I was watching the stream, I almost got us killed. Let's see. hopefully we still got Claudia in there. Sorry about that. I try to watch both screens where I can, but with Zulrah, I have a real trouble staying in the pattern there, because each fight tends to change, so... Anyway, I'll do my best to keep up with it. Okay, so I think we're 4 kills for 4 attempts, so let's eat some of these fish. I think we're going to have enough left where we can go back in before we have to refill our inventory, so... We've got our prayer restored, we've got our health above 99, which is great, and we've got about, what, 11 fish left? So hopefully we get another quick kill. Folks, let me know how I'm doing too. I'm curious if you guys have tried Zulrah at all, if you've got a different strategy. You may have seen me go in before with the gear swap approach, where it was, you know, kind of a standard range setup, and then I had my magic staff and some magic armor as well. Today we're doing it a little bit simpler. We're really just sticking with the Bofa and the crystal armor gear. I'm trying this out for the first time, and so far it's worked. Hopefully it works for attempt number 5. So same as the last fight, he's in his mage form now, but he's going to turn into range in a second, and we need to be on the other side of the map for it. And a lot of where we stand has to do with where he's shooting these poison clouds. You can see if we had stayed where we were at over on the east side, we would have been covered in poison clouds, which is never a good thing. So. Stay over here. I got lost a little bit in the rotation map, but I think he's going to be melee after this. I completely lost where I'm supposed to be, guys, so we're just gonna wing this one for now. We'll keep it interesting, right? I think he starts off with range here. Yep. So I'm just alternating my prayers depending on whatever he's shooting at me. Okay. We kind of recovered here. I think it'll be his melee form again next. And then after this, he's going to pop up as the ranger, so we'll start attacking him from here, and then we'll work our way to the starting point again. This could be our pet drop, guys. The moment we've all been waiting for. kinda lost still. I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to be standing. You can see I took my first melee hit right there, so let's not do that again. Hopefully we still get the kill. This is getting kinda sketchy now. Oh, thank God. We did it. We did it. I said no sweat today. I almost lied to you guys. Let's head back to our house here. We gotta fix ourselves, straighten our ties, and then we'll get some more food and get back to it. Yeah, this is cool. We're still getting some decent drops here, and we're not wasting all the runes and whatnot we would have used if we were shooting magic, so that's the really cool thing about the Bofa. You've got unlimited ammo. You know, essentially it's strong enough to take down most monsters, so obviously it simplified today's fight, but overall I like it. Even with the extra hops in between here, instead of teleporting straight to Zulrah, you're seeing firsthand it only takes a few seconds to use your fairy ring and then to walk back here, so that's pretty cool. It's not one of those bosses that's like super challenging to get to. I hope Claudia comes back. I feel bad, I think I missed her before. I was in the zone here with Zulrah. Let's see if we can keep the kill streak going. I think we're, what, 5 for 5, guys? Something like that? Okay, so trying to see what pattern he may be in. Looks like it's the third rotation, the serpentine rotation. Just like when we're on the other side, I'm hiding behind this pillar right now. He's going to try to swing right now, but he's not going to be able to connect since we're kind of hidden here. So definitely look up the tile markers if you haven't already. Seem to be doing quite as much damage this time. I think we're just getting some unlucky strikes there, but we'll hang in there. No big deal. It does take a second after he pops up on a certain side for you to be able to actually click on him to attack. You may see me standing there from time to time without really doing much, and that's because I'm clicking on him and thinking I attacked, but it actually hadn't registered yet, so then I've got to click on him again. So just try to pay close attention to that one. Hopefully it won't take unnecessary damage and draw out the fight, as long as you just give him a full second to pop up there. Yeah, this one feels like a little bit of a grind. I'm not really connecting with my arrows as much. He's in one of the first two rotations. I'm not sure which one yet. Looks like maybe Magma A. There it is. 6 for 6. Hey, there's a good drop. Always nice to see the green. We got 130,000 worth of Zulrah scales, plus some Dragonstone bolt tips, so we will gladly accept those. We've only got 9 anglerfish left, but I say we live dangerously and we go out there, gather ourselves for a quick sec, and let's go back in and try to take them down. Kind of stinks when you only get 1 kill after you've got all the, traveled all the way to get here, so we're gonna try to do it again. Ran right up on me. Right up into him. You guys know I always jinx it, but so far so good. We're only having the 9 fish here to start off. We've used up, I'll say 3 so far. So we definitely have a good shot at finishing this one. We are gonna take some poison damage again. Not much we can do about that, but could be worse, right? Alright. It's almost done. Just got 3 health left. I think we can do it. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. There it is. Awesome. We got some logs, we got some snake skin, we got some scales. Pretty cool. Alright folks, well I think, hey, we got 6 for 6 there, we got some cool drops, and I think we proved that using the Bofa setup with the crystal armor gear is definitely an effective strategy, and especially if you don't have higher tier mage armor and all that, you know, obviously there's multiple benefits there if you don't have to worry about going out to buy some stuff. So hopefully you liked the video. You know, certainly like it on the channel here, and if you wouldn't mind following my channel, I would greatly appreciate that, and I will catch you guys next time.